back with another DJs BrewTube beer review. It's Big Coffee Stout time, and from whom do we have the Big Coffee Stout to pour down my neck this evening? We have one from AleSmith Brewing Company out of San Diego, California, US of A. Yay, yay. And what beer is that? It's their Speedway Stout. That's right, this is a craft beer classic. This particular can of it, which is an Imperial Stout, year-round serving, 12% ABV and 70 IBUs, by the way, was canned in January of 2017. So that means at time of recording, this is about 6 months old. So, you know what? I reviewed this beer all the way back in 2013. Back then, I gave it an A+, and it was for review number 300, and I'm well over 1,000 now. So, you know what? I figured, you know what, this would be a great time to do a review since they're canning it now, because back in the day, it was in a big old 750 bottle. That bottle, by the way, has been long since made into a homebrew bottle. So, you know what, enough flapping my gums. Let's crack the top on this can, which is cool, kind of like a Monster energy drink can with the black top. Get in the snap top and tell you what's up with the 2017 vintage of Speedway Stout. Oh, nice big hiss off the top, climbing out the can a little bit on me, but that's all right. Yes, look at that motor oil going into the can. It's funny, these days, since I've drank so many more, I guess, Imperial Stouts, this beer almost looks thin to me coming out of the can since I'm used to these big, gloopy stout bombs. But, that said, it's a gorgeous black color. Look at that goes into the glass. Let's see, when I hold it up to the light, we're going to talk to you about the appearance now. Anywho, it's this dark khaki head, super tightly packed bubbles. We got about 1.25 fingers, I guess, or 1/8, whatever it is, maybe, of like super tightly packed bubbles. When I swirl it, I don't know if we're going to get any glass lacing, but there's tons and tons of alcohol legs just clinging down the inside of the top of the snifter. Damn. But look at that black water in the glass, guys. Man, it looks like the top of the can. Black, black, and more black. But you know what? Since it's got coffee and all that good stuff in it, it's got to smell awesome too. So let's see how that coffee held up and dive in for the aroma. Woo! All day long coffee. Man, even after 6 months in this can, the coffee's blasting like fresh, dark roast coffee. Chocolate, a little bit of licorice, tobacco. Fudgy, dark chocolate, pretty high cacao, dark chocolate smelling. Bit of caramel, toffee, burnt brown sugar. Not a hint of alcohol, maybe a little bit of dark fruitiness in the background. And besides that, it's just more coffee, more roasted, a bit of earthy hops. Man, it smells freaking delicious. You know what? I'm ready to drink. Let's dive in. Cheers! Yum. Actually, we got some glass lacing. Wow. More viscous than I remember, and I suspected as pouring it. It's got a nice full mouthfeel to it. Right up in the front, what do you get? Bam, coffee. Big black coffee taste. After that, sweetness rolls in the form of like caramel and toffee and that burnt brown sugar I was talking about. And actually, the burnt brown sugar is a little bit bigger than the caramel and toffee. Almost like, it tastes like if you've toasted a marshmallow and you taste the burnt on that marshmallow, then the hit of that sugar comes in after that. That's what this reminds me of. Plus, rolling in after that is plenty of chocolate, some tobacco, leathery kind of notes. But the coffee was large and in charge, as it's supposed to be. The alcohol with 6 months on this is completely hidden. I have had this fresh on tap from a keg back when it first came out in January, at least this release of it. And I know it was a pretty fresh keg because I asked the guy at the beer store, yes, I am that geeky. And it was a little bit boozy. All that booziness that I remember from them is completely gone. Wow. Super smooth, spot on carbonation. And it's crazy how well hidden the alcohol is in this. I like this pounder can. I think that's a better size serving than 750 mils of a 12%er, unless you got 2 or 3 friends around. These days, this is the size I prefer of big beers. I think a lot of folks do too, but that's probably why you're seeing less bombers and less 750s around, unless it's some fancy cork and cage action going on, though they do little bottles of that too. But wow, super tasty, great layers of flavor, and it's a year-round serving. Can you imagine that, man? A world-class stout like this are out all year round. So, you hear I'm digging it. Let's grade it. The last time I graded this, I gave great beer grades. Don't do that no mo since AB InBev bought them out. Those days are gone. But we do beer advocate grades, and they're giving this a 99. Bam! Up in your face with that, A+. And Untapped is getting this 4.22 caps. So that's got to be close to their A+ range. It's getting up there. We're super high A, if not A+, because 4.5 is like super high in their grades. So like I mentioned before, back in 2013, I gave this beer, or I don't know if I mentioned the grade or not, but I gave it an A+ back in 2013. Let me get one more taste and grade this Imperial Stout with coffee adjunct added. Super tasty, easy to drink, has cellared like a champ. They say on their website, and I think on the can, that it improves with age. I'm going to go, I need one more taste, because I want more. I've had a lot of coffee stouts since this time, and I do prefer them, I think, barrel-aged, because it enhances that coffee, but as non-barrel aged coffee stouts go, I'm going to go just below A+, and I'm going to go 97. Super high A. Really, really tasty. I've had ones that I've liked a little bit better, like Tweak. Tweak was pretty freaking awesome, man. I had this beer fresh, and it was up in your grill. And but that's not to detract from this beer. Really tasty, super well made, and 100% a craft beer classic. And bravo to AleSmith for putting in this in pounder cans. That is great. So, have you had AleSmith Brewing Company's Speedway Stout, any vintage, 2017, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, whatever? If you have, let me know what you know, because I like quid pro quo and the back and forth. Oh, yeah, you know what's also awesome is when you think locally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. That rocks the heezy. And it gets even better when you rate, comment, subscribe, and get down with it and smash that like button, because that, along with only 1 pounder can, that's all I'm going to need of this 12% monster, definitely to put my big ass happy face on. So, to the next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a hella bunch of Speedway Stout 2017 vintage drink of love for you, and you know what's coming. That's right, you're ready for it by now. A big ass peace out!